boy Jay Bookie back with another video today on this sunny Saturday. Let's dive into for the semifinals Game 3 recap of the Nuggets taking Game 3 over the Minnesota Timberwolves. So the Nuggets pretty much right off the gate, they had a much better approach to the game. It was more aggressive. It was more fluid. Their ball movement was spectacular as usual when they be engaged like that on offense, because that's when they limit turnovers. And they, like I said, they had one of the best off the ball movements ever. That's a team because they know how to make timely cuts. They know how to set good screens when they actually set the hard screens. And they're great at the pick and pop because Jokic can shoot the three, Eric Gordon can shoot the three, and Michael Porter Jr. can shoot the three. So their floor spacing within that starting five was, pretty much and that whole starting five can shoot the three ball. It's such a rarity when the 1 through 5 can shoot the three ball. So credit to Eric Gordon and KCP. They both contributed well. They both was in double figures. I think KCP ended with 12 points, and Eric Gordon had 13 points in that game. And felt like with Eric Gordon, he did a great job of taking that advantage when they kept leaving him open the three-point line, which I don't know why, because he can knock him down. Once you make more than two, it's up for grabs, literally. So don't know why they did that, but he contributed well with the pick and pops, knocking down corner threes, catch and shoot. He contributed well. And the Denver Nuggets did a great job of getting more offensive rebounds. They pretty much out-rebounded the Timberwolves by a large margin. I want to say, I think like 37 to 25. And they shot the three ball much better in this game, shooting at 48% from the three-point line. Then they shot like 54% from the field. So, I feel like I said this game, I knew their approach was going to be much more fluid, more aggressive, because you're defending champs, and the last thing you want to do is get swept and get tossed out while being swept. Trust me, ask the Phoenix Suns. But of course, they limited to their turnovers only to 10 turnovers, which is good for a playoff game, because normally teams get more than like 15 turnovers in a game in the playoffs, just due to a lot of defensive strategies being changed. So they did a great job in that department. And the first guy I want to talk about is Nikola Jokic, MVP. He looked more engaged in this game. He did a great job of constructing the offense per usual, especially when he gets to that top of the key from at the free throw line or at the three-point line. That the whole offense is like everybody's up here, but then the movement is like could be anywhere because Jokic is out the paint. So the paint most likely be wide open more than not. So he did a great job finding his teammates as usual. And then I like how he took advantages when knocking down a higher percentage of the mid-range shots, because he's pretty much a good mid-range shooter as well. And like I say, I credit to him. He just looked more engaged. They needed that. You're the MVP. So he did what he needed to do, and he was definitely coming through with some big offensive rebounds, putbacks. So he was definitely at a better mental state in this game. And then Jamal Murray, bro was cooking the mid-range. It was cooking the mid-range, dog. Like you couldn't stop it. Like bro was literally shooting over people. The people that was guarding him by his actual height, and then the mismatches, and he was still shooting over them. It's freaking absurd. But hey, I mean, like I said, I love this kid's game. Just pretty much took over the first half with his aggressive scoring, especially in that first quarter. Like I say, he was doing great off the dribble in the mid range, and then he was driving in, finishing at the rim. He was just putting on an offensive clinic, and he put on a good defensive effort, getting 3 steals in this game. So they definitely fed off his energy, because they're definitely going to need him to be more aggressive in this series from here on out. Same way like he did in this game. Just pretty much, it's just more mental. It's just mental toughness. And then, like I say, when he gets going, I feel like that offense is much more fluid. Because now you got to worry about MPJ going on a scoring spree, and then Aaron Gordon, who showed in this playoff he can go on a scoring spree as well. And then Michael Porter Jr., he did a good job catching shoot threes, efficient from the floor as always. When he knocked down his threes in a good rhythm, you know, and he did a much better job of finishing at the rim because he too tall, too athletic to not be strong at the rim. So I felt like in this game he was much better finishing at the rim. So when this Nuggets offense, when everything is just fluid, it's calm, it's not rushed, when everybody's mentally engaged, they show you why they one of the best half-court set offensive teams, because they know how to move off the ball, they know how to set screens. So, you know, like I say, they have a spectacular half-court set offense, and like I said, your point guard is your actually center. So you actually have a goated point center. So then the Timberwolves, they started out the first quarter very well, and then they just slipped off after the first quarter. They didn't shoot the three ball too well from the 3-point line. I only shot like 30% from the field, and they got out-rebounded pretty much the whole game. Offense, you know, the energy was just up and down. They just looked lifeless. It's just like they just didn't want to be there at times, or it was too stagnant. It was like everything was just on one side of the court. It wasn't no east-west, up and down. It was just one side of the court just doing motion. But that's not good, because if nobody else move on the weak side, what can you do? They didn't communicate too well on defensive end, leaving backdoor cuts. Didn't communicate on screens. It was at times where Jokic just took everybody one-on-one, or when they got the switch, it was like nobody picked up Jokic. So they just wasn't really in this game, especially from the defensive end. I was surprised. So Anthony Edwards had 19 points in this game. Pretty much that was feeding off his energy, but his energy was so low, so it was just like low vibration the whole game. So nobody can really get into a consistent groove or a hot streak. You know, like I say, he took accountability, and that just, you know, that's a true leadership thing to do. So he just, you know, like I say, he just lacked a lot of energy in that game, even though he still scored the ball efficiently from the field. Karl Anthony Towns, I feel like I should have took more attempts, because he was cooking with them three balls from the 3-point line in the first quarter. He was just splashing. And then I think he had only 7 attempts in that game. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to win you games, and it's definitely not going to win you a championship. So, and he was efficient, but he just didn't get the ball too much pretty much ever since the first half. So, and then Rudy Gobert, man, he has to be more aggressive in the paint. You're too tall. You're too long. Pause. But you're too tall to not finish at the rim. And there would be at times where he would get the ball in the paint, and he would just, it's like a deer being caught in the headlight. He got to be more aggressive at the rim. Stop playing with his hands on defense. Use your feet. You just put your hands up. But he got to be more engaged to score the ball efficiently on the offensive end and finishing over smaller guys. And that's my take on that. Timberwolves fans, I know how y'all feel about that. But I'm ready for Game 4. We're going to see the Nuggets going to do the same thing for Game 4, see the tie up the series. We're going to see. So, like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. I love you guys, and let's keep this channel growing. Jay Boogie is out.